Hi, I'm Beverly. I'm a member of the Oversight Committee for the Plateau Discovery Gardens, and we're here again today at the Plateau Education and Research Center. And we're very proud. First of all, I really want to say we're very proud that we have been designated as part of the UT Gardens, along with the gardens at Knoxville and at Jackson. And we really are really proud to show off our gardens. We invite everybody to come anytime during daylight hours. And to help that, we've come up with this self-guided walking tour, which amounts to a little brochure that tells you, as you walk these pathways, tells you what you're going to see with this little sign that matches up with what it says in the brochure. And in this case, it's going to tell you about our butterfly garden. Actually, the sign over there says a four-season butterfly bed and breakfast. And all these plants are things that butterflies really love. And so that's just one of the stops along the tour. All the various plots are laid out with those kinds of numbers, and all you got to do is match them up, and they'll tell you what you're looking at. Additionally, within each bed, you're going to see these little signs that'll tell you what the individual plant is. And we invite you to, if you can't find that, because let's hope that plant is going to grow really big, and you may not see the sign, but it's in there, and go ahead and jump in and find it. I want you to follow me, and we're going to go over here to this next bed where I'll show you what's happening over there. Okay, here we are at our what we call the sun perennial bed, and again we've got our little label that with your self-guided tour brochure you'll be able to tell what's here. These are all perennials, and they're wonderful because they come back year after year and just get bigger and better. This particular honeysuckle, which is, well, I can't remember the name of the honeysuckle, but this particular honeysuckle is about ready to go over the top of the little deal here. This bed, I'm not going to go down into it today with you, but this garden was planted in 2006, I believe, by master gardeners. And that's one of the things I wanted to point out with our Discovery Gardens, and that is that many of these beds have been planted by various new classes that come in to take the Master Gardener course, and they design and plant the garden and take care of it for the first year of its existence, and it's a great learning experience. Some of the other plots that we have here are trial beds. That is to say, they're planted by researchers from the UT, and with the idea of finding out how hardy these plants are going to be here on the plateau, and what kind of bugs and other fungus and things are going to bother them, or whether they're going to be able to keep those away. One of those beds is over on this side, and this is one of the trial beds. There's a number there, number 2, and in our brochure it says that number 2 is Mary's bed, and it was planted in 2012. Mary was our intern last year in 2012, and she actually planted all these various and sundry things, roses and all kinds of various things, at the direction of the UT researchers. And what an experience I'm sure that was for her. These trial beds are really important, and the researchers are out here double checking on them all the time. So we want to always remind visitors not to ever touch or mess with the trial beds, for sure. Also, Behind me, you can see another trial, and that is hydrangeas. They're out there in full sun, which if you're a gardener at all, you know that hydrangeas don't usually do well in full sun. But there, they have been doing quite well for many years. They've been there as long as I've been a master gardener, and that's 3 or 4 years now. Additionally, the roses that you can see in the background were part of a research trial at one time, and once that trial was over, the roses were left here for us to maintain and for you to enjoy and for you to see exactly what kinds of things do well here on the plateau. Of the things that have been here for very, very long, I mean, it becomes very obvious which things to plant on the plateau and which things not to plant on the plateau. Okay, if you're living here on the plateau, you pretty much know, as we all do, that the soil, although the soil is very good, don't get me wrong, we have good soil. Our extension agent tells us that it's very good soil, it's just pretty shallow. There ain't much of it. So one of the things that we teach in this particular area is raised beds. That's the answer to shallow soil. Mix up some compost, mix up some of that shallow soil, and put it in a bed, raise it up a little bit, and you can see that you can get vegetables like we have here with our peas and our whatever, lettuce and beets, and those beet greens are looking kind of good. And over in here, we've got more vegetables. Behind me, you can see that we have flowers. Most of them, all of them, I think, are perennials. So you can have pretty flowers. You can have anything you want with the addition of a few raised beds made with any kind of materials that you can come across. This is a Trex bed, Castle Rock bed. Whatever you got, you can make a raised bed out of it, and you can grow some really good things. Okay, and that's it for today. I'm Bev with the Discovery Gardens, and see you next time.